And that's exactly what happened earlier this year in Houston, where you're taking a live look right now at Houston, the city of Houston. But you probably didn't hear about this story. An off-duty police sergeant stopped a possible mass shooting at a mall while working his extra job. Police say that the suspect, identified as Guido Herrera, was walking through the Houston Galleria Mall with a rifle in one hand. He also had a Bible in the other hand. He was walking towards the entrance of that mall where hundreds of children, they were attending a dance competition. That's when Sergeant Kendrick Simpo, he got the call and spotted Herrera. Simpo was only armed with a handgun, but he kept it holstered, hoping not to cause a panic. And amazingly, he was able to tackle Herrera down, hold him down to the ground until other officers arrived, stopping the incident without a single shot fired. But on the other hand, since Herrera didn't shoot anyone, he was only charged with a misdemeanor, and he was sentenced to just 6 months in prison. But joining us now tonight is Sergeant Kendrick Simpo. This is a cable news exclusive. Kendrick, what made you jump into action that day? Thank you for doing this. Can you kind of walk us through what happened?
Sure. I was working the Galleria Mall that Saturday, February the 5th. Actually was kind of standing around what we consider our luxury area of the mall. One of our great security officers ended up spotting them firsthand and calling it out over our radios that we have attached to security and us. As during that time, she advised that he was walking towards the Macy's area. So I thought I had a little time to try to get over to where he was, because it's actually the opposite side of the mall where I was actually located at. As myself and another security officer was going that way towards where the gunman was actually spotted at, I also knew that there was a kids dance competition going on that morning. So I decided not to actually pull my weapon out during that time, to at least try to get past them and then pull my weapon back out to try to make contact, because I knew he was over by the Macy's area. During that time, he already had pretty much passed by the Macy's area and was actually by the kids. And the way the mall is situated, that particular area, I wasn't able to get any type of cover or anything. So basically, when I saw him, I knew he either had to drop on me. By the time I would have got my host out, he already had his rifle in his hand. So I just kind of played it off like I didn't see him. And as we got side by side, that's when I kind of bomb rushed him and tackled him.
How does it make you feel knowing that you may have saved dozens of lives that day? What is that like?
Definitely happy that, I had the Lord on my side. I had angels watching over me, that nothing went bad during that day. Like I said, most people didn't hear about my incident because nothing didn't happen. I look back on it now, and just from the information I know from the trial that they gave me, he definitely pretty much probably had the intent to definitely hurt someone that day. And I'm just happy that it was me that decided to take the initiative to make sure that there was no mass casualties or having any type of incidents at a mall, especially at the Galleria Mall here, to make people feel safe.
We know that you've also spoken that you mentally told yourself you were going to be shot. What was it like to feel that? I'm sure that there had to be a lot of fear.
Yes, it's not a good feeling. I can definitely tell you that, but you just got to have that mindset that you're going to win no matter what the cost is. When I was wrestling with him with the gun, that was the first thing I noticed, that the muzzle was pointed towards my thighs and my leg. And I just automatically knew, okay, if this gun potentially goes off, it's gonna hurt. And deep down, I knew that I was in the fight for my life and I wasn't gonna give up. So I was gonna make sure that no matter what, I was gonna hang on to that rifle and try to get that rifle away from him.
And we know that man had 120 rounds of ammunition on him. There were hundreds of children at that mall. Thank you for doing what you did. Sergeant Kendrick Simpo, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.